Hi there, movie goers. Welcome back to Deweys Movie Reviews. Thank you for tuning in again and buckle up for review number 2.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
First rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
I am Iron Man.
Why so serious?
What is going on? It's okay, baby. It's okay. Mom? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay. That's Dad. Okay. That's Dad. Dad. Where? Mom. Oh my God.
A Quiet Place Part 2. Every so often in a certain genre of movies, there is a film that's released that changes the game for that particular style of movie. And I feel that The Quiet Place, when it was released, definitely falls into that category. Now, we are treading in dangerous territory here, being a sequel. So most sequels, as we know, they can usually make or break a certain type of film franchise. And in my opinion, this is a very decent follow-up to its predecessor, the original.
Ronnie, what do we got? Some kind of fire? We got units headed out there now.
A Quiet Place 2 takes us directly after the events of the first one, pretty much leaving the Abbott's farm with Emily Blunt, the main star of the movie, and her now 3 kids. She's got a little girl, boy, and the baby as well. They have to leave the farm. They've got no choice after the devastating events of the first film. So off they go again on the road, and they get to the certain part of the road where the white trail ends, and they're out of their comfort zone. They have to leave that area in order to survive. It's pretty harrowing and pretty nerve-wracking, to say the least. If we have a look back at all the major alien movies or alien horror movies, so to speak, we obviously got your big blockbuster movies like War of the Worlds with Steven Spielberg, who directed that movie, and also starring Tom Cruise. Now, there are some scenes in that movie that I particularly like and I find very engaging, especially when you've got technology or things that humans take for granted every day, and now they are part of this devastating land that they now call home, where they have to fight for survival, just like this clip here. Then you've got major blockbuster alien movies like Independence Day, when it came out in the mid-90s, where you've got these massive spaceships that come down from the sky, overtaking the world. They're in every major city, you can't miss them, and there's worldwide devastation. Whilst movies like that and scenes like this While scenes like that are awesome to watch with a big tub of popcorn at the movies, I feel films like A Quiet Place, or for instance like Signs, when it was released in the early 2000s, much more engaging when they're set up in the family home and you've either got the main character being a dad or a mum. that's doing their utmost to protect their family from these creatures that usually don't reveal themselves until the end of the movie. And I think that's what makes it so nerve-wracking. You're at your edge of the seat because these things are moving in the shadows and they're not quite ready to reveal themselves until they are well and truly ready. And of course, the character development broadens and it gets better throughout the film.
Move, children! Vámonos!
Está atrás de garagem! Está atrás daí! It's behind!
Emily Blunt plays this role really well. It's a similar role that she played alongside Bruce Willis in the movie Looper a few years ago. Great movie, time travel movie if you haven't caught it. But it's also a similar role to what Sigourney Weaver played in the movie Aliens. Now the sequel Aliens, with an S on the end, in my opinion is a better movie than the first, where they've done it absolutely spot on. They've got a lot more aliens, a lot more action than the first one, and I feel that this actually coincides with part 2 of A Quiet Place, where they've done it really well. You've got more landscape, more aliens, more survivors, and more people out there, similar to, if you ever played the game The Last of Us, survivors that you really do not want to run into. So without going into too many spoilers, I think the combination, what they've done in a natural progression throughout this movie, they've nailed it pretty well. And that was one of the main inspirations that the director John Krasinski, who stars in this movie and directs both of them, had for A Quiet Place. He looked at the Alien movies and that's where he drew a lot of the ideas from. Now if we have a look at this type of alien, they are quite big, they're very spider-like, they're very quick, they can't see, but they have an acute sense of hearing, hence the name A Quiet Place. So it's a very interesting take on an alien horror movie, because humans make a lot of noise. So when one of these things comes around, you better shut your mouth and stay put. Due to major setbacks for the COVID-19 pandemic, this movie was supposed to come out in March 2020, and I was dying to see it at the movies because I enjoyed the first one so much. However, I did catch it on a streaming service the other day and decided to buy it on, I think it was Amazon Prime, and it was definitely worth the buy. So whilst I couldn't see it in the movies, I would definitely recommend either buying or renting this movie, 100%. And I do think this is a very good step into the franchise. There obviously is going to be a third one, hence part 2, and no doubt I'll be waiting quite eagerly to see the outcome of what happens to this family. Well, that's it guys, thank you for tuning in again, much appreciated, and we'll catch you on the next one, so stay tuned.
I don't know why you came all the way up here.
There's nothing left.
Please. There are people out there worth saving.
You don't know, do you? I do. The people that are left, they're not the kind of people worth saving.